Een hele goede dag en welkom bij Hit 'em High, de Nederlandse NBA-podcast. Yes, speciale aflevering vandaag. We hebben meerdere mensen in de studio zitten. Dit keer hebben we echt production peoples in the bag, zoals Jeroen dat vaker zou zeggen. Ik wil gewoon meteen gaan beginnen. Ik ben Marinho, de co-host van deze podcast. Ik doe het niet in mijn eentje, er is ook nog iemand anders. The J to my Dilla is also here.
Hey.
Narada Bouwland.
Ja.
Vraag me even naar de brug van waarom ik J Dilla heb benoemd.
Waarom J Dilla, Marinho?
Ik kom erachter dat J Dilla muziek heeft gemaakt op verschillende albums. En dat ik al zijn nummers echt fantastisch vind.
Oké.
Dus ik kwam er dus laatst achter van, hij is... Dus de sound die hij maakte,
ja.
Dat is mijn 90s.
Oké.
Dus daarom, shout-outs naar J Dilla.
Nou,
alright.
Ja.
Speaking about J Dilla.
Ja, en nu zijn we natuurlijk de afgelopen week flink in de ban geweest van de play-offs. Wat werkelijk een gekkenhuis was, hè, de eerste ronde.
Mm-hmm.
Dus we gaan straks in de glazen bal de tweede ronde voorspellen samen.
Yes.
Dat doen we op het eind, maar
we hebben twee special guests. It's also time to switch to English.
Yes,
I
let's
guess.
do.
I'm really wondering now that we're going to do the podcast in English, how I'm going to screw up. Not sure yet.
Yeah.
But if I do, please.
Let's try to find our Brooklyn accents also in our English.
Yeah, perfect. So, do you want to do the introduction?
Yeah. So let's start here on my right side.
Go.
We have Coach Rack. Hello,
Yes.
Coach Rack.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Are we pronouncing your name correctly?
Well, my name is Akron, but they call me Coach Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah, and can you tell us a little bit about your basketball background?
My basketball background, I played varsity basketball since I was a freshman in high school. Then I went to the University of Minnesota, but I played American football. And then, I did 1 year there, then decided to join the U.S. military.
Okay.
And was stationed in Germany for 5 years. Got, how would I say this, medical board out. I had a couple injuries, so I had to get out the military, so that was officially retired. But while doing that, I was coaching basketball. First, I started coaching with the Military Basketball Association. Then I started coaching the youth in Germany. And then I started coaching the second Bundesliga with Bad Homburg for a second, the women's team.
Okay.
And then after that, we moved up here back to the Netherlands, and we decided to find an academy that can help grow the sport of basketball here in the Netherlands, because we see all the potential and talent that you all have here. Like, you're the world's tallest people.
Yeah.
So
but you suck during the World Cups. What's up with that?
I mean, but the 3-on-3, you took that.
Yep.
I mean, you use your speed and your length and athleticism to get that done. So I feel like if the infrastructure was built here correctly, you guys would have no problem with the 5-on-5 at least becoming a top 5 country. And that's just my beliefs from seeing the people here.
Yeah, we see some Dutch people transitioning now to the NBA, getting a couple of roster spots. Not a lot yet, but way more than 10 years ago. You organized a great event this past weekend. But before we get into that, one more question on how did you land in the Netherlands? What was your reason to come to our country?
Well, actually, that's a funny subject.
It was love, wasn't it?
Hold on. I always
Hold on.
I always loved the Netherlands.
Right.
When I was in the military, I used to come up here and visit quite a bit. I felt the atmosphere, the people, just the culture, everything. It actually matched who I am as a person.
Right.
Then I happened to meet my wife, Maria. She's German. And when I met her, I had a joke with her. She told me she liked Holland. I say, if we're together in 5 years, we'll move to Holland together. Well, them 5 years came in 6 months. She found a good job up here, and we moved here, and that's how we came to the Netherlands.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit more about your organization? So the Northsplash Basketball Academy. What does that mean? What does it stand for? What do you guys do?
All right. The Northsplash Basketball Academy. We're based in Bergen, in North Holland, and it's an organization that promotes basketball to youth right now. And we also want to get people that are more talented, to give them a chance to advance farther. And we know it's a lot of academies around here, but we want to try to start at the ground root. So we go to schools, we give clinics and classes at different schools so the kids can understand that there's just more to sports than just soccer. Because soccer is really heavily promoted here. And so we wanted to do that. Like, if we go outside and look for a basketball court, it's very, very hard to find a basketball court, but I can go find a soccer field a block away. So this is something that we feel like we want to push. And that was the reason that I contacted Chris.
And what's your, because that's our next guest, but before we introduce him, what is your relationship with Chris? You met him before?
No, I met Chris. I reached out to him with what I was doing. And I told him what I wanted to accomplish. And his first message was, give me more details. So I gave him more details, and he was very interested in it. And we made an agreement. He signed with us for a little bit to come over here and visit, to do the tournament, and to work with kids. We decided to go with Chris more so because if you look at his page, he's always working with kids. He has so much energy, and he's a very lovely person. Like, if you bring him around people, he's not a person that's going to give you attitude. He's very friendly. He's very nice. So it just really matched actually the Dutch culture on how you are as people. So that went perfect with our company.
And I was wondering, because I like the kids angle, of course. I think you're spot on with how difficult it is to find a decent basketball court here in the Netherlands. Looking into the future already.
Okay.
Let's say in 20 years, there's a page written in the history books about the Northsplash. What does it say?
Yeah, that's a damn good question. I would say it will say we are a group of people, we are a company that wanted to bring excitement to the Netherlands, and we did bring it to the Netherlands. We brought more kids to love the sport of basketball in general, because that's like true. Look at our page and stuff. You can see we're really out there. I'm at all the ground shooters that I can get to in my region right now. We're expanding to Amsterdam. We're expanding to Zaandam. So right now we're really hitting every ground school. So hopefully in 20 years, most of the kids that are going to the NBA, that are going to college, will say that they had some affiliation with TNS, either from school or us helping them get to China or getting to the US to a university.
Great. Okay, then, you guys, without further ado, let's introduce Chris Staples. There he is. Chris, first of all, let me say your achievements in basketball, in the basketball world, are simply amazing. So I'm quite proud actually to have you here today. Couple of highlights I saw on your resume. You were part of the Harlem Globetrotters. You won gold in a FIBA 3x3 tournament. Acting, TV, it's just simply amazing. I wanted to know, what accomplishment are you most proud of yourself?
Well, thank you for having me. First off, I appreciate you guys. This is cool. Me being in Amsterdam and doing podcasts is dope. Like, I come from a small town in Michigan, and to just be on the other side of the world, conversing with you guys and being a part of this is a dope experience for me. As far as my biggest accomplishment, it's kind of hard to say, just because I'm proud of every moment, every stepping stone I've had that's been a part of the journey. So it's hard for me to say one specific thing, but just to still be doing what I love to do, I think that's my biggest accomplishment. Some people have jobs for a long time, and for me to be in such an athletic space and evolving the game and changing the game of slam dunking, the art of it, for as long as I've been doing it, is one of my biggest accomplishments.
Because people that don't know your name, your job description is professional dunker. Would you say it like that?
And when I first started doing this, it was actually like a hobby. It would have dunk contests that would happen periodically throughout the year. I would join once or twice, but it was nothing that was sustainable. You can win some money today, but it's not going to be something that can pay your bills and take care of you, or you can take care of family. But over the years, I've been able to I've learned a way to monetize it and to expand it until it didn't become just a hobby, became more of a lifestyle. And so to create something that wasn't a thing just 10 years ago, it wasn't even a job. To make it a job, I think that's pretty cool.
And was there, because you're talking about the beginning, I'm just wondering, there's always a reason why you pick up a basketball, or as a small kid that you see an NBA player and that you think, oh,
yeah,
that guy or girl is the reason that I'm going to start playing basketball. Who's that player for you, if there's a player?
For me, I've always loved basketball. A lot of family members growing up around the neighborhood playing basketball is always fun. As far as a player that I watched growing up, I would say Kobe Bryant. I was a big fan of Kobe coming into the NBA, just being able to see him because he was a teenager during the time. I think around the time that he got to the NBA, I was maybe 12 years old, but knowing that there's a teenager in the NBA, I'm about to be a teenager. So just the mindset of like, wow, that can actually happen. That could be me, in just a few short years. So watching a person like that, having that, obviously you have the Mamba mentality and watch his entire career. That definitely inspired me to just go out there and give him all.
And talking about giving it your all, I've got a question for you both. This is always a question that Narada asks our guests who play basketball. If you're on the court and you need to make a bucket, what is your go-to move? And for you, I'm talking about like take dunking out of the equation. But for you, what's your go-to move?
I'm more of a hezzy guy.
Yeah.
Hesitate. I'll get a read your first step. Either I'm going to go the same side or I'm going to cross and get to the basket. That's exactly who I am as a person.
Do you still play recreationally?
No. I had 2 knee operations. Both of my knees are prosthetic at the moment.
You could have gone pro.
Hey, that's what we said. I could have went pro, but nah.
We all could have gone pro.
Yeah. If we would have worked hard at it,
you could have
got to it. Yeah, no doubt. If we all could have, if I would have knew then what I know now as an adult, who knows the possibilities that could have occurred in my life. I chose American football. Maybe that was the wrong way for me to go at that time. That's why these knees are like this.
And dunking, of course, but for you,
it's gonna last.
Yeah, what's wrong with slam dunking? Why can't that be cool? Like, I want to dunk. Yeah,
no, but
that's a go-to move.
Yeah. When I was preparing this, I thought, what's the second move?
I don't know what's a better option than slam dunking. I know that. But I can shoot the ball too. So I'm a guy that's gonna like a pump fake jab, create some space, and then shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Great.
It sounds like I'm advocating stop dunking.
No, but if y'all watched it, if you would have the tournament, Chris dunks, but he's really a basketball player. Like truly, like he was. A lot of his points when the highlights came out, he was lighting them up from the 3-point line. It didn't matter who it was. He really did his thing and had a pretty high IQ, I can say, on the court. So I know the guys that were there, which were 9 out of, all 8 of them were ex-professional players at some league.
Okay, cool.
They really enjoyed playing with him. So I can say that's a lot of things. That's what really shocked me when I saw him play. I thought he would be a guy that just like a Russell Westbrook, get the ball, get to the basket, dunk. No, that wasn't the case. He played very smart and shot the ball.
All right. And before we go into the tournament, I wanted to know a little bit more about your journey, Chris, because probably in high school you just play 5-on-5. You try to advance yourself in the 5-on-5 game. But when did, let's say, other flavors of basketball, more entertainment focused basketball, when did that grab you or made you move that way?
Well, I like Akron said, like in high school, I was, I played every sport. I did track. Played American football, played basketball, varsity on all the things. But football actually came first. I played football going into college.
Okay.
But I really didn't like it. I liked it, but I didn't love it like I love basketball. But I was getting recruited to play football. And so I played that just for a short amount of time. And then I went back to basketball. Yeah. I had trials and tribulations trying to just make it to the pro level because I didn't play college basketball at all. I just wanted to play basketball. So I would take different chances, take different avenues. I ended up trying to play basketball overseas in Spain. Okay. I actually made a team in Madrid for a season, and then I came back to America and still was trying to find a job, trying to find my lane for basketball, and that's when the Harlem Globetrotters opportunity came up. I ended up submitting for them, playing for the Globetrotter for 4 years, been to over 70 countries. But while I was with the team, what stuck out the most, and even while I was in Spain, was that I can jump really high and slam dunk the ball. So although I played really well, slam dunking always came to the forefront of more than just my basketball skill set. So that stuck out. And that's why I got recruited to play with the Globetrotters, where they were highlighting the slam dunking. Yeah. And so that's where I became to be able to grasp what I was doing, perfect my craft in slam dunking, making it look easier. And once I was playing with the team, I became more of a showman, because, as you know, with the Globetrotters, it's a show, it's entertaining. So now I'm becoming an entertaining dunker. Yeah. And learning how to do all this type of stuff and being in front of crowds. And once I left the team, I was able to expand that. I went solo. I started to learn just how to audition, things like that, because actually I moved to California to do acting and commercials and things like that. So I was in a lane of my own. Yeah. Most times in Hollywood, especially like when you're doing basketball commercials, they're looking for actors. And most times the people who can play basketball really well are playing overseas or playing in the NBA. And I wasn't doing either of those. So I'm in the Hollywood space, being able to act as well as play basketball. I was booking a lot of jobs. And so that's where I really started to grasp and take it to a different direction. Yeah. And make dunking fun, make it entertaining, and be able to monetize in different ways. Yeah.
Well, that's really inspiring. So you created your own lane in a sense. Yeah. Which gave you the opportunity to do all this amazing stuff. Yeah. And another question. So we're about, I would say, 5'8", 5'9". We are 40-something years old. Do you have a training regimen that you can recommend for us to attempt a dunk, maybe even finish a dunk within, I don't know, a year? Is that feasible?
It depends on how hard you work, because I'm 39 years old, so it's definitely possible. Yeah. I actually know guys that are 5'4" that can slam dunk the ball, 5'4", 5'5". So sure.
So you're saying there's a chance.
We actually have a jump to dunk program that we've implemented now. So we're teaching the techniques, the secrets, and things like that. So we're actually teaching younger people, but also people that are our age as well, how to jump. And it's techniques and stuff like that. So we're working on that. Yeah. So it's a chance.
Oh, I'm definitely interested in that. Let's do that as a challenge for ourselves.
You guys sign up for the jump to dunk, and we can get that. Going.
Let's plug it. I have a question about, because we're here in the Netherlands, obviously, and I think we're talking about culture also, because you said that you've lived in different places, you've been around the world. Yeah. Could you tell me a bit more about the difference in basketball culture when it comes to America, when you compare it to Spain, for example, when you played there? What was for you the biggest difference in basketball culture?
The biggest difference, I believe, is team basketball.
Team basketball.
There's a lot more passing, pick and roll, versus in America, a lot of times if you're in America and you go play overseas, you're going to be the person that's being double teamed. You have to be the person who's required to score. You're going to be the main scorer. And because I feel like the athleticism is different being in America, and the mindset is different because people think score first. Yeah. And so that's why a lot of times when people get recruited from America to play overseas, it's usually only one American playing on whatever foreign team, and usually that person is known as the scorer, because that's what the narrative is, and that's what we're usually taught to do early. And so I think that's the biggest difference. And that's why when you see when you watch the Olympics, you see a lot more passing. You look at the people like Luka Doncic or Joker. They're European. They pass the ball really, really well because they come from cultures that pass.
Yeah. Jokic passes the ball like he's playing water polo.
He did play.
Which is great. Did
I think he did play water polo.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so let's talk about last weekend, Coach, because with your organization, you organized this event. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I can tell you much about it. First off, I would like to thank companies that help us. The Strunt Restaurant in Bergen, they supported us the whole time, and I would first off like to really thank them. Thank Chris for coming out here, and also Zaandam. Zaandam for giving us the facility to host the tournament. But the tournament, I can say, was it was great. The competition was, I would say, amazing. We had a team from Rotterdam come over from the Nice showcase. They brought a team with Ramsley. They brought a team over, and they played really hard. Then we had an American military team come from Germany. They sent a couple of their top players that they have in their league, and they came up here and played. So it was different styles of basketball clashing, and our team was very international. We had Chris there, we had Dutch guys, we had German, we had a lot of Curacao and Aruba players on our team, and they came out there and they really performed. I was really excited.
And it was an open tournament, so anybody could join, or do you do some kind of filtering on who wants to join?
Well, to give next year would be filtered a little more. We will. I can say the teams that were there were great, and I would really like to invite all the teams that was there to come back and compete again next year. But I would like to have it grow. But I don't want to have it as a let's say if you're not really a basketball player, that tournament was not built for you, because the guys and the teams that were there, they knew how to play the game. A lot of them, like I said, my team alone had 8 ex-professionals, even Kieran over there. So Rotterdam was all street ballers.
Because that team, Nice, they have their own podcast or YouTube series, right? Where they play one-on-one?
Yeah, they play one-on-one. And a lot of the players, they came out for Rimsley to come compete at the tournament. And
that's great.
They were cool. Like, they really represented for the Netherlands when it came to basketball. Even the guys on my team that was from Aruba and Curacao, I was really shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been around basketball, and basketball is played different in every culture. Germany to Netherlands to Serbia, just being around it, you can tell the difference. So to see some of them guys play in the way that they played, it was really different to me.
It's a 5-on-5 format.
Yes, it was 5-on-5 format. It was a round robin play, and then it was the finals and the third place. We would say it came out pretty good. It came out, I would say it came out really good. I'm very excited. Most people they can't wait for next year for it to come. We have teams already signing up, ready to prep for the next installment of it.
Nice.
Cool. And what was your personal highlight of the tournament, Chris, this past weekend?
Man, the tournament was actually really good. Like he said, it was high level competition. I would say my highlight of the tournament, I mean, just winning some of the games and going out there and seeing that our team was successful, because we hadn't played together. We had one day to play together, and so the camaraderie of watching the team flourish, guys scoring, rebounding, doing all the things, not just one person scoring, like multiple guys getting shots up, high fiving and stuff like that. So just being able to play with guys that are foreign and never having that chemistry one day, and then going out there and winning games against guys that play on teams together. So I think that was like the highlight of everything.
You could also win some money, right?
Yes. It was
because that's when I saw that prize, I was like, ooh, that's juicy.
Yeah. But now you have something to play for as well, so it makes it even more competitive.
Yeah.
And that's why we win. It couldn't be for players that are not ready to really compete. Because, once you put money into something, that brings out the atmosphere, the energy. I want to play.
Yeah. Because I was, when I was reading your website and the stuff that you're doing, I was automatically looking for, okay, what makes you different than everybody else? And then when I saw the focus on kids, which was great. And then also when I saw the money coming up, I thought, I don't see that a lot in the Netherlands. Do you agree? Because I'm not so familiar about what the competition or the other competition looks like in the Netherlands, but how common is it?
It's not common in Europe at all. I'm American, so the way that I set up the tournament, I simulated to what I'm used to seeing at home. This is my home now here in the Netherlands. So let me say, when I was in America, money, a grand prize brings out better competition, trophies, money, championship. Like
I saw the
like we had
the king stuff.
The king crown. That's something just that's just for our tournament for 3-pointers. Because I like, a 3-point king, someone that can actually shoot. And I wanted to crown it. Like you call Steph a 3-point king, so I wanted to put a crown on our king.
Nice.
And then the dunk contest, we had a turnover chain. I don't know if you know what a turnover chain, but it's just like a charm that's about this big, and it's a necklace, like an old B-box necklace with the charm. And it's a big chain for the person that won the dunk contest for them to be in a dunker. And so we had something else different as our grand prize to the winning team. We had a WWF or a heavyweight boxing champion belt. And that to me that's nice because it represents our age.
Yeah,
I'm 40-something myself. So it represents.
Can we stop talking about age? Is that possible? That would be great.
No, but I was saying it just represents our generation. When we grew up, we saw someone with a belt and meant champion. It meant champion.
Yeah. Great. Where can we view the highlights of weekend?
I haven't put the highlights out yet. I'm still trying to get it together, but next week it should be out and you should be able to find it on our Instagram page. And plus I'll put the games up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Great. All right. Sounds good. Anything else you guys would like to share or Marinho you would like to ask before we move into the NBA?
I've got a couple of questions. One was because I've got a kid myself.
Okay.
She's 2.5 years old. Her name is Scotty. When we talk about the name of our kid, I can say it's because of Scottie Pippen, which is great. My girlfriend tells another story, but whatever. So that's why I'm focused on kids, and that's why I like it so much. I was just wondering, you were just joking about ears and listening and yelling.
Yeah.
Is there any specific advice as a coach that you will already give young kids? What's your number one?
Depending what age. If you're talking about at your daughter's age,
way too
I'm gonna say daughter's age, or even my son who's 6. Just really to have fun. Learn to just have fun with the ball. For kids, first got to enjoy the sport. Yeah. So you don't want to go out there and just immediately start training them. You want them to have fun. So when you do exercises, you want to have fun. Like let's just say warm-ups, for instance. I would name, let's just say, jumping from one end to the other. Let's do kangaroo hops. Let's do alligator crawls. And so we at TNS make the experience grand for the kids. So we use things that they're familiar with so they can have fun. Yeah. Do a bear crawl. And to us, we do a bear crawl. It's like, okay, I can't do it. But to a kid, it's fun.
Yeah.
To a kid, they love it. So I would say for a younger generation, just let them have fun. As they get older, disciplined, just really paying attention and listening. Because that's what's going to stand out at the end. Talent, you can have a lot of talent. But if you're not sucking in the information and listening and willing to take criticism, you won't go far. Maybe you're a great player. You'll be a street ball player. They only want to recruit to people that are listening, that has the ability to obtain, retain, and then put it back into use.
And so based on that, I was wondering with you, when we talked about NBA players in a couple of episodes ago, we were talking about injuries a lot. And when injuries came up, I was reading a lot about the youth programs in America and that they are, how you say it, a bit too hard. Kids train too much, play too much basketball. And then when they get to a certain pro level, their knees start to give out, for example. When you hear, first, do you agree with that? Or what do you think about how youth basketball training is set up? Is it too hard? Is it too much? Or did I misread it or read it?
Well, I do believe that I think basketball, we're playing a lot of basketball, a lot. Yeah. I mean, growing up, I played in AAU as well, and it wasn't even as much as it is today. The kids are playing all year round. We would play a seasonal, have our time off, and then come back again. Now we play so much basketball. Kids are traveling. They're young kids, and they're traveling all over America as if they're NBA players and playing just as much games as NBA players. And then to add on to that workload, when you're talking about over time, doing this year after year after year, then you get to the NBA level, get to the college level, and then it's expedited. Everything's expedited. Everything's going much faster. So that's where I think, just weighing too much on the body at the end of the day. And but before we move on to that, I was going to mention about the jump to dunk program, which is one of the reasons, main reason why I'm here is to teach the younger kids and the next generation about how to jump. And I think that plays a big part in getting to the next level, and which I'm working kids now on is the art of jumping. Some people want to jump, but some people want to dunk at the same time. But jumping is a big part of it. And one thing I've been preaching on is about jumping plays a big part of basketball. Whether you want to block a shot, get rebounds, just being quick on your feet, and I think that plays a big part in just the overall game of it. And then if you dunk, that changes the game. There may be somebody out there right now that has all the intent where they can dribble, they can shoot, but then maybe that one element is their hops. If you look at someone, for example, like someone like Ja Morant, he wasn't heavily recruited, he went to a small school, and what got him over the hump was the fact that he can jump and dunk the ball. And that was his highlights, and that's what made people notice him even more, because he was coming from a small division school, and now you see where he is today, and how that changes the game. And so I know everything's changing now in the sport of basketball. People are taller now. One of my goals is to eventually teach a girl to this. I mean, there are girls that can slam dunk, but to be able to go to the next level, there isn't someone that can jump overly powerfully jump and dunk in the WNBA, and to be able to teach this one girl who wants to be on that, I'm going to be the girl in the WNBA who has hops, and people know her for that, and that can be something that can change the game. And so with slam dunking, it's one of the most exciting things in basketball is dunking. If I say what's something that's a highlight, what's the difference between the WNBA and NBA, where they're like, well, they should probably lower the rim, where girls don't dunk.
Entertainment value.
And I think I'm taking that one element now and teaching it to the next generation, to not just be able to dunk, but to add that add that to your game. Imagine if you could dunk along with your basketball game. That just takes it to the next level. And so that's what we're trying to teach. And obviously in the Netherlands, you guys are pretty tall here. So adding that, I think adding that element definitely changes everything. And so that's why I want to get here and eventually spread it all over.
Perfect. Like it.
So just to add to that, it's not just dunking, but landing. He teaches landing. He teaches landing, because if you look at D Rose, there's landing aspects. So he's teaching he's helping us. We're coming up with quite a bit. Landing and jumping is something that he's teaching. So if you can't jump correctly and you can't land correctly, it's gonna be a problem.
And did you ever feel pressured to play, although you were sore or had an injury?
Yeah, I mean, when I traveled with the Globetrotter, we played every single day. We have eight games a week. So it was tough, and we had pain. I had pains at one point. This is prior to me knowing. When you're young, obviously, sometimes you don't feel it as much. But learning the art of it and learning, like you said, how to land is the reason why I've been able to make it to this far, still jumping and dunking more than anybody. But it's just about how I take care of myself as well.
And about that landing, because I remember that when my first coach taught me how to do a layup, the landing was also already a part of that. But now when I see on the pro level, for example, a regular layup, the way they do it right now, whether it's through the backboard or a dunk, they take so much risk. They try to jump as high as possible. They go as fast as possible, which always makes them, veer under the rim, which makes it if you would let's say you would do half a stop, right? That you would land in exactly the spot where you jumped, but that they don't do that. They always.
It's always
way full speed.
More, going through the basket. But it's all technique at the end of the day, and and that's just something that we need to look more into. We deal with a lot of injuries in the NBA, and just really about how are you landing. And this, if you think about someone like parkour, where people jump from building to building, and it's about how they land. And not saying you have to land like that, but they do have a certain technique that prevents them from getting injured.
Yeah, because now they usually land on the courtside photographer. That's the landing spot.
It happens all the time. I still don't understand why that's there. They're like,
it's so close.
This picture is more important than the landing spot. No.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
You know what I don't like? When a player gets injured, next to a photography guy, that the photographer guy goes like this.
I still have a job to do.
What are you doing?
That's a commitment. Yeah. All right. Guys, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. What's your favorite team, Chris?
Ooh, here we go.
I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
So this is definitely my favorite team, the Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Don't ever count them out.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see
your favorite Piston ever.
My favorite, Isaiah Thomas, got to be my favorite Piston. They're one of the best point guards ever. Got 2 NBA championships.
Yeah.
He beat Michael Jordan. He beat Magic Johnson. He's beaten a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So
the king of Detroit.
Yeah, for sure,
without a doubt. Yeah. And who's your favorite player, coach?
My favorite team is the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
And
how great is it that we have you guys here?
It's really not a great day for me. We had a 3-1 lead, and we kind of blew it. But give Detroit their credit. It's just because Wagner was out.
Yeah.
If Wagner would have been playing a little more, I think we would have held it on. If
that helped you sleep at night.
It'll help me sleep a little bit better. I mean, because I can't. You don't understand what I had to go through with this guy.
Yeah. Why did the Pistons have such a bad start in this series?
Well, I think, it's really matchups. I believe that Orlando Magic was really a really good team. They had a lot of injuries this season. They're still pretty new. Everyone's young on the team and they experienced. The Pistons, I believe they should have made it really far last year. They lost to New York. Yeah. And it was a very tough series. So I believe the Pistons are just a little bit more advanced than them at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start in the West because we're already there. Marinho, any other thoughts on Detroit versus the Magic?
There was I think it was Game 6, where they only scored
11 points. Or like 19 points in the second half.
That was the lowest.
Pistons were down by 25 points.
How does that happen? Man, explain it to me, please. How does that happen? Because I watched it, I was like,
but you got to remember, basketball is a game of momentums. Yeah. So they caught the momentum, and we couldn't get on track, and it showed. And then one time, you know how it is when you're playing a sport. Once you put your head down, you notice you're doing bad, it's going to continue. And I can say that's just what happened with us. We saw we wasn't doing good. Then they had their heads down, and then they just couldn't get it going anymore. So that would be the only thing.
It's momentum swing, just like you said. I mean, not to just go on Orlando, but at the same time, the Boston Celtics just blew a 3-1 lead as well against the Sixers. Yeah. And it's just a momentum swing, and you're in a professional game, and it's just about getting the confidence too. Yeah. And so one team when they figure out, it's like a chess match, and one team when if they figure you out, it might be it's too late to make those changes, especially when you're going against a team night after night.
What's next for the Magic?
Well, I mean, we got to build more around Ranchero, and then
obviously,
but we have to keep Wagner as well. I mean, I'm a big fan of him. German guy. I lived in Germany for a while, but I do feel like he's a good shooter, and he will be a heavy compliment to Pablo. If them two can stick together, I think they work well together. And we have to let him believe in himself more. To me, he's like a younger LeBron. Except,
wow.
I say to me,
wow.
To me, to me, Pablo.
I mean, Pablo. I was just saying this yesterday, watching the game. I mean, he is. What year is he? Like third year. Third year. He's averaging about 40 points in this.
A lot.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
He dropped 45 a few games ago. He dropped 38 last night. The guy's tough. He's the same height as LeBron. He got Paul George type skill sets. He can shoot mid range. Like he definitely. I mean, he's only in his third year, so he definitely has potential to get to that.
Aaron Gordon build that frame.
Yeah.
He's good.
Amazing.
He's good. What did you? Speaking about German players that you like, I saw the Game 7 yesterday, and all of a sudden his brother Mo Wagner was on the court.
Yeah,
playing well too.
I like Mo.
What happened?
Well, we have to. We got to try something different. We had to try to bring something. If you notice during the game, we started off very They were in our butts the whole time. And then came the third quarter, midway through the third, we went on a little run to try to bring it back, and that made a big difference.
Yeah.
Just making adjustments and trying to figure out what's going wrong. But basketball is like a game of chess. Once we figure something out, you have to make the next move, and that's what Detroit did.
Yeah,
they made their next move, and we got called.
Especially in a 7-game series.
Yeah, you played a team 7 times.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I liked to see Mo Wagner on the floor all of a sudden. I was thinking,
because you have to change the game plan just a little bit because you're playing the same team and you don't know what to do on the scouting report. And then if you even watch the game, you expect someone like Cade to go off, but then you don't know that Tobias is going to have
31 points.
But just just when the first couple of games you had Jalen Suggs, he had an amazing first game, so that might not be on the scouting report. Yeah. So it's important for the others, like Shaq always say, the others to step up. Yeah, because that's what you bank on. Yeah, because you have the expectations of the superstars to show up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
who do you guys like?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. What's your team? What's your team?
Hey, you guys over here.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to the Lakers in
Lakers fan.
Yeah, you're a big Lakers fan, right?
Yeah, I absolutely am. Yeah. But we'll get to that. Let's wrap this a little bit up.
Okay.
I'm the guy that structures this podcast. You might notice. Yeah.
Where do you want to go now?
I want to know who the Pistons will meet in the semifinals.
I thought we passed it. I thought we went to NBA finals, but that's where the Pistons are going to go. No.
Huh?
So what's the semifinals matchup?
First, it's versus the Cavaliers.
Pistons Cav. Okay. Anything we need to mention about the Cavs series?
I wrote down a couple of things. Cade Cunningham versus Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
The physical competition near the basket is my second point. And yeah, I also wrote down that during the regular season, they played 4 times. It was 2-2. I don't know what that means, to be really honest. I think nothing. But I was mostly focused on Cade Cunningham, to be really honest, because we talked about injuries, and I don't know, for some reason, injuries always stick to my mind. I don't know what the English word is. It with what Cade had with his lungs?
Yeah, he had a collapsed lung. He got hit. Right? Yeah, he got hit, but it seems like Cade's back now. Like he's okay right now.
How?
It sounds a lot more. It's a serious thing. Yeah. It's a serious thing, but it could happen. Like obviously, if you get hit the wrong way or whatever. Yeah. Sound like your lung failed, but it's not really what it is.
No.
That's what they diagnosed it as.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be a great matchup. Donovan Mitchell, Cade Cunningham, both man, these guys are great offensively. I watched Donovan Mitchell. He's tough to guard. Yeah. But yeah, that should be a great matchup. I'm looking forward to it.
Donovan Mitchell, 27.9 points, averages 5.7 assists. Cade Cunningham, 23 points, 9.9 assists per game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very looking forward.
That's in the playoffs though, right?
Yeah.
That's just the playoffs.
And that is going to be great.
Yeah, that should be great.
Yeah. What are your predictions? Cavs versus Pistons? To start with you, coach.
Just be real. Come over to the Pistons side. It's okay.
To be, I think I think it'll go 7.
Yeah,
because both teams are. I think they match up pretty good. But to be truthful, I think Detroit's a great team.
Yeah.
I just think the Cavs have a little too much firepower at the moment, and I think that they're the way that they started to gel together more so coming to the end.
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough team, but I would not be surprised if Detroit pulled it out. But if I had to bet my bottom dollar on it, I would go with Cleveland. But I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit wins it because them boys they like bad boys. They're physical. They play well. Yeah. They just have to shoot the 3 a little bit better at times. And if their shot is on, you can't stop them.
Exactly.
But your money is on Cavs in 7.
Cavs in 7.
Yeah. Chris?
Like Cavs. Cavs will probably lose in 5, I believe.
Whoa.
5. Well, I like the Cavs, honestly. I mean, obviously, I'm going with the Pistons. That's my hometown. I feel like where the Pistons do exceed the Cavs will be defensively. You have the Thompson twins. Those guys.
Excellent.
Is it men's Thompson?
Amir.
Amen is in Houston.
So
you guys have
Thompson. Stuart Thompson. Because you have to find someone to stop someone like James Harden.
Yeah.
You know, because he definitely is going to play a big factor in this game. It can't be just Donovan Mitchell scoring the ball.
Yeah.
I really don't know who's going to guard Cade Cunningham. Now, Donovan Mitchell's good, but Cade Cunningham is not. He's 6'7". He's a powerful guy. So, you know, when it comes to offense and defensively, I don't know who's going to really match up when it comes to that. I feel like he's going to have a big series just on the isolation ball itself. When it comes to, and I love the Detroit bench players. We have they also have multiple bigs. You have Paul Reed. You have Isaiah Stewart.
Yep.
You know that these guys are coming in off the bench, and Ryan Hollis. So these guys have a good bench.
Yeah,
and it should be a fun and exciting though. But I feel like the Detroit, they've been the number one seed for a reason. They won 60 games.
That's good.
True. Yeah, this is a difficult. I think it's a difficult series to predict. The Cavs got more experience, to be really honest, than the Pistons. The Pistons are number one. The Cavs, their offense is great, but then you've got Thompson, who's averaging 2 steals a game. So I think it's really balanced out. I don't think it will be in 5 games. So when I'm saying it will be a game in 6 or 7, it means that they're quite evenly matched.
Yeah,
I'm going. Yeah, I'm with you, to be really honest. But yeah, Cavs in 7. I think.
Yeah,
but I also wouldn't find it really surprising if the Pistons would
if the Cavs in 7, that means they have to beat the Pistons at home in Game 7. That just sounds.
I can say this. The only way that I would say Detroit really wins it is James Harden and his playoff woes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's what scares me. And see, that's why he's smiling over there. Look at his face. Like James Harden tends to have trouble in the playoffs at times. I mean, but he's a great star, great athlete, but playoff time when it comes.
Donovan Mitchell never made it past the second round.
No, I was going to say neither. Hey, both
guys are answering your own question, by the way.
Yeah,
but still, Cade also needs to still prove himself deeper in the playoffs.
He's only in year 3 right now.
Yeah.
He's made it. You know, he took New York to Game 6 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I think he's a rising superstar, and he should be MVP too.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm gonna go with you, Chris. Not in 5, but in 6.
Okay, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I was told
Pistons 6.
Pistons in
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we have in the East, Marinho?
I don't know the difference between East and West.
Oh,
so you need to tell me the teams.
The Celtics, they lost.
Against the Sixers. So now it's Sixers against Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's gonna be a good series.
A couple of points that I wanted to point out. Joel Embiid is the first one. Did you see when Joel Embiid was laying on the floor and 3 of Joel Embiid's coaches were stretching him out?
Yeah.
One was pulling his hands and one was pulling his feet.
Joel is a troll.
What was I looking at?
There's a lot of acting. This guy is funny.
What was I looking at? So there's such a big contrast between the amount of rest that he's gotten and his health. He was struggling walking up and down the floor, but I also thought is his play acting? Is he doing a bit? Because as soon as he gets the ball, what is it? The best medicine for an injury is the basketball.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing all the time, which I thought was great. But he was I don't know how to. I was so excited to see him play that well, but it was also a big surprise because I didn't expect him to play that well. So I'm also taking that into account when they play the Knicks.
And he had an appendix operation a couple of weeks ago, which is also amazing that he's on the court at all.
Right.
And with this performance. Yeah, I agree with you. It's really impressive. So it seems like the Sixers have everything going for them right now. Paul George is back. Embiid is back.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey. VJ.
Yeah.
It is. We need to. Oh my God. So it's so. This is Paul George getting busted for the drug possessions thing. Is the best thing that ever could happen to him because he's gotten and the rest.
Yes.
And now he's playing perfectly.
Yeah.
And he's relaxed, of course.
That's also always the goal, I believe, with every team. Even if you do have injuries, as long as you get to the playoffs healthy, and that's healthy and fresh, ready to go. So if you can go and figure out a way to not play, not saying that he wants that, but if you can figure out a way to not play 25 games, and now you come into the playoff with fresh legs, I think that plays a big part in it. But what I like most about this series that's coming up is that, you have a little bit of animosity between Karl-Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid. They've had a little bit of beef in prior years, so now you're gonna have some. Both of these guys can shoot. They're both big men, and I would love to see the battle of the big men during the series.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Anything we need to mention about the Knicks? Their series.
What's the matchups like?
Yeah, I was
Tyrese Maxey versus Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, now that's a matchup. That's a matchup for you. I mean, both.
I don't think either one of them guard each other.
No. A big body Brunson, he gonna move Max out the way like he lightweight. It's gonna blow by him.
And Maxey too fast for him.
Yeah, so I think it's a.
They may have to have like Mikal Bridges guarding Maxey.
Culture class and size versus speed, power versus speed. Yeah. So we'll find out who takes it. But just to speak back on,
Josh Hart will probably. Defend Maxey.
I
guess. Yeah.
I don't know, because you got Paul George, and then maybe I don't know. Yeah,
I'm gonna say Paul George is more shocking to me that he's playing at the level that he's playing at. I mean, he hasn't been playing like this in a long time, last couple of years. So I guess what you said, I agree with you.
Yeah,
that this whatever happened to him, it happened for a reason, and maybe that was exactly what Philly needed to get them really rolling. Because I mean, at one point, nobody thought they would even make the playoffs.
Yeah, they were like they were low.
It's the most creative load management ever.
Yeah.
That's what
there you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So, but I was also thinking about Jalen Brunson. Like, who is he going to face? I've written down Kelly Oubre Jr. or VJ Eshkong, for example. And I was just thinking that maybe Kelly Oubre Jr. is also playing.
Yes, I would put Kelly Oubre on Brunson. VJ, he's nice, but he's going to fall for the okie doke a few times on the pump fakes. And and I think Brunson will take advantage of that.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
4 fouls in the first quarter.
Exactly. Brunson will make sure you get in foul trouble immediately.
Yeah. So what is our prediction for that series?
Knicks in 6.
Coach, you want to start?
I got Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7, okay. Chris?
7, really?
7, I'm going to give it 7.
If Joel is playing, I got the Sixers. I got Sixers in 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Knicks. I'm going to go Knicks.
How many games?
Probably 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Knicks in 7. And you?
I think Joel Embiid is going to play 2 games. Then he's going to get hurt. Then he's out.
Now if that happens, then I change my prediction. I change my prediction. Let's drop it.
If he's playing, then I'm going there. But if he,
how much faith are we putting in Joel Embiid's health?
I don't think he's going to play the whole series for sure. I feel like he will miss a couple of games, but if they can hold it down and get one of those games, just how they did with Boston. They won a couple games without him, and Joel came back last few and took over. So
the Knicks have some defensive options, with putting Robinson on Embiid. It's a bigger body.
When Embiid is playing, you can't stop him.
No,
he's unstoppable.
But like you said,
his biggest competition is him.
There you go. That health. That, like you said, that health.
Eventually he'll wear out.
Will his health hold?
No, he's not going to make it. So I was going Knicks in 5 because I think Embiid will go out pretty quick. I'm going to stick to it.
Okay.
Knicks in 5. Need to win.
Yeah. Let's go to the West, guys. We have a couple of minutes left. So we have 2 more predictions to do. The Lakers, they beat the Rockets, which was an amazing series for me as a LeBron and a Laker fan. Oh my God. Great to see the old dog being the boss as he still is.
Man, you're lighting up, smiling all of a sudden. What's happening?
You look proud. You look proud.
I am. Because he didn't have Reeves at the beginning of the series.
That's unbelievable.
Of course, he doesn't have Doncic, but he still brought it home. Of course, the Rockets didn't have KD. Only in game 2 he played, but that wasn't enough. The Lakers won, and they will face the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes. The Oklahoma City Thunder swept the Suns. Shea, simply too efficient with his team. The Phoenix Suns did improve offensively with Jalen Green this season, but it wasn't enough for this series. So, what are our predictions for the OKC versus the Lakers? Chris, what are your thoughts?
Man, this is I'm thinking we're gonna think the same, but I believe it'll be a gentleman's sweep. I believe OKC will lose the first game. I think everyone will be in the uproar. Lakers are back, ready to go. Yeah. Usually, LeBron did it again. And then OKC will say, okay, that's enough. Okay. And then I believe it'd be a 4-1.
4-1. Okay. Yeah. Jalen Williams is injured right now, so it could be that later in the series he will come back. Doncic might return. Who knows?
I don't believe he's returning this series.
Sorry, you think?
I don't think he's returning this series.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think he's returning. So
you don't think he's returning? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite probable. What is your prediction, Coach?
It's gonna be a sweep.
Sweep for the OKC?
Yeah. No. I mean, LA. LeBron is LeBron. I mean, he's one of the greatest that ever did it. Number 2 all time.
Yeah. Yeah. Will this finally be the season that we say goodbye to LeBron? You think?
No.
No.
He was the best guy in the series.
I think LeBron. This is just my opinion. I don't know how to go. I think he's going to stay until his youngest son gets into the NBA. Yeah. And he's going to try to stay there until his son, till Bryce makes it there.
He's in Arizona.
See where he lands.
And then get his son. I mean,
to get 2 sons on one team?
I don't know about the same team.
I mean,
because I don't think
That's true.
I honestly don't think LeBron will be in LA next year.
Okay.
I just don't think he will be there next year. But
why?
I think
because he's in Vegas with the expansion.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if LeBron went to Cleveland.
I hope he do go to Cleveland actually, because he should retire where he started at. That's his hometown. But I don't think he's going to be there. That's Luka's team. I mean, I love LeBron, but that's Luka's team. So they have to build around Luka. And at this moment, LeBron costs a little too much for them to build a great team around Luka. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want LeBron on their team? But that's just like 2 alpha dogs going at it. So you got to pick your dog. Who's going to lead the pack?
But LeBron was a very good third option. The greatest third option in the history of the game.
Late, he's been the number 1 option. Destroying it. So
and he can't be the number 1 option for too long. He also in the Rockets series, there were 2 games he was a little bit off. So the greatness isn't there every game. Well, let's see where he lands. And Marinho, what's your prediction for Lakers OKC?
OKC in 5.
Okay.
The same gentleman sweep. I was thinking about the same thing, but then OKC is going to win the first. What was it? How do you say? First 3.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
And then they're going to give 1 game to the Lakers, and then they're going to say, okay, it's over.
Okay.
In 5.
Yeah, I bet against LeBron in the previous series.
You non-believe.
You're going to do it again?
He's going to do it again. You need to do it again.
I was going to say, but hold on. Did you know KD wouldn't be playing?
No, I didn't. That wasn't clear at that point.
See that made a difference in the game, because if KD would have played, I believe the matchup would have been a lot better.
If KD would have missed 3-4 games this series, I would have said, Lakers in 4.
Because the Houston's offense was historically poor. It was unbelievably bad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so my heart says go LeBron, but my head says. OKC in 5.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, our last series before we say goodbye to our guests today.
Yeah, we're already late on time.
Yeah, we're already a little bit late. So the Spurs beat the Blazers, and the Timberwolves they beat the Denver Nuggets, which was an amazing series with a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Let's just get to our prediction immediately as the final segment of our podcast today. Timberwolves versus Spurs. Let's ask Marinho first.
Spurs in 6.
Spurs in 6. Yeah. And any reasoning for that?
I got that's too much. My head is exploding. Because why is Spurs in 6? It's the injuries with the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I think they got really lucky during the Denver Nuggets series that Jamal Murray and Jokic sucked so incredibly hard. It's unbelievable what happened there.
Yeah.
We're skipping past it because there's not enough time, but it's unbelievable how they could lose. Oh my God. But the Timberwolves are not going to do it again. Okay. They're going to play against the Spurs. Wembanyama versus Gobert is going to be great. Jaden McDaniels is the X factor for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it's not enough. Spurs in 6.
Yeah. Chris, any thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same wave, but I'm going to say Spurs in 5. I mean, just like you said, injuries. Injuries, I don't see them winning too many games. Just in the depth of the Spurs as well.
Okay.
Spurs in 5.
Yeah. Coach?
Spurs in 5. The reason I'm going for, like you said earlier, the injury bug. Plus, I just think Wemby knows Gobert a little too well. They've played together a long time. He was younger, and ever since Wemby went to live with the monks, that man came back a different player. So mentally, I think he's in a place where he's ready to take on any and everybody at this point.
Yeah.
I still have some doubts. If Edwards returns during this series, I still think the Wolves have quite a good chance because they have a little bit more experience. So I'm kind of guessing, when will the lack of experience catch up to the Spurs? Will it be now? Will it be in the next round? So my guess is that it will be now, and my prediction is Wolves in 7.
Oh, nice. Swerving. Like it.
That's tough.
Over
that's
under
tough.
how many times Gobert gets dunked on by Wemby? I'm gonna go
a lot.
over 10 or
a lot.
Over.
A lot.
Over 10.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the end of our podcast, you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank y'all very much for having us here, and we really appreciate y'all taking the time out and having us here. And hopefully this will not be the last time we're on your show, because we do plan on Chris coming over here and a lot more every year. And we also have his product line. We have TNS product line with a limited edition with Chris. Zero gravity, full personality.
Yeah,
it's a great guy. So don't forget. So please check it out. You can check it out on our website. Yeah. That is the Northsplash.com, and you'll be able to find all of the information. And if I may say, schools in this area as well. Mm-hmm. If please reach out. We're here to help grow the sport of basketball. So we would love to also mix into light and try to get kids here more excited about the sport.
Yeah. And Chris, how long will you stay in the Netherlands?
I'm only here for a couple more days. I've been here about 6 days, or I'll be here total about 6 days, but it's been great. I can't wait to come back again.
Yeah. What's your next stop?
Next stop is LA. Back to LA.
Okay. Great. All right. I wish to both of you the best of luck with all your initiatives, projects, organizations, and we're happy to have you guys back at a certain point. So hit us up, no problem at all. Marinho, bedankt.
Jij bedankt.
En iedereen bedankt voor het kijken en voor het luisteren.
Ja,
graag
zeker.
Tot de volgende.
Tot de volgende keer.
Hoi.
Goodbye.
Dankjewel.